What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Mafex comic-style Spider-Man, or what passed for the comic-style Spider-Man when this was released earlier this year. There's an actual comic shaded Spider-Man, the one that with the true blue colors and the proper shading. That should have been this one. I think they realized their mistake and are re-releasing it. Or, you know, they meant to do that and get more money from us. Yay! I do have that on pre-order, so boo! Of course, that one was announced right after I finally decided to get this one. I had skipped out it skipped out on it originally, and then after some reviews, some shots of it that looked pretty good, I decided, sure, why not? I did pick up mine from Xavier Cal Customs and Collectibles, a e-tailer here in the States, so yeah, I had to pay a little more, but not as much as what it was going for in the aftermarket. I guess I got the second production run of it. So yeah, 2 production runs, and then they announced that it was getting a different treatment. Good job, Mafex. And yes, I like to say Mafex. It is the closest thing to Mafex, which is the actual pronunciation, guys. There's no Mafex here. Trust me, I know some things about Japan and the Japanese language. Anywho, let's get to this review, shall we? So it's funny, I forgot to mention it at the top. I had him pose like, what? Like a scared pose almost, because that's an anticipation of the forthcoming comic style, we'll see, Venom, that I did order, and that is coming in rather soon, like tomorrow, or it might be today, by the time you see this review. So, let's start out with the looks of it, because I did make a big deal of it to start out. You can zoom right in here. Head sculpt is pretty good. It's a nice comic-styled Spidey. The paint is kind of like messed up, you know, like there. It's like worn out on one side, and it really shouldn't be like that. The way they did all the line work is they kind of shaded it. And I think that could have been better, honestly. The shading is so, like, it's too much. I don't know what to call it. Like, it's not really comic styled. It's just a lot of shading. And I guess that's okay. I think I see what they were trying to go for. But then, yeah, you got that where it just looks like it's rubbed off because they just did too much. The eyes look pretty decent, as you can see this close. And I really can't see it with the naked eye too much. But this close, you see how it's kind of bleeding into the eyes there. They're like very pearlescent white eyes. The sculpt on this guy is rather nice. There is no doubt about it. I can't wait to get that other one because, you know, I just think this sculpt is really cool. The proportions are awesome. I mean, it really is. And this is why I got it. Like, I feel like this sculpt might be the definitive Spidey, so getting that comic shaded, you know, one that's coming out will be really, really cool, I think. And, like, you know, hopefully it's not so bad. Like, you see the legs here on the spider are, like, really too thick, and it just becomes like a blob on his chest. Yeah, the webbing otherwise does look decent. You know, again, it might be... And the shading is just not, like... It's not in the proper places. Like, why would it be on his ankles like that? I know a little bit of something about comics. I am in the comic industry. I have drawn comics. I have done everything that needs to be done on the creative team in comics. So, yeah, let me tell you, that's off. Very off. Spider on his back looks pretty good. Again, the sculpt work is nice. I do like the musculature. Let's talk about what is good. And the blue, not for none, is not bad. I like it. It's like it's metallic, which is weird, but it looks good. It's a cool look. Like, I don't know if I'd get rid of this guy or anything once the other one comes in, but maybe I will. I don't know. So it is very nice. He's got a nice slender body, but muscular, which is what Spidey should be. And it looks decent enough. The joints are all the right colors, which is very, very nicely done. So that's cool. Yeah, this is a good looking Spidey. I do dig it, you know, as far as the sculpt. You know, and this blue is nice. There is some nice... The shading on the blue actually doesn't look bad. So that's very cool. It's a little heavy on the back, but it's fine. You know, it's just on the webbing where I feel like it's a little out of place and just not completely right. Articulation's really good. Head's on a ball joint. Then you got the neck joint as well, so you get a lot of great range of motion in his head. This is why this is a great Spidey. Not just the head, all the articulation. The body moves fantastic. And the waist moves really good as well. You got a butterfly joint here, which is very, very cool. Really works well. And we got a... That's the first time I've ever done that. Ball jointed shoulder here. So now you know. Knowing's half the battle. Hinge swivel otherwise. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow works very well. Hinged hand here. You can swivel it and stuff, so really good there. I'd say that's pretty much a full split. And a really great high kick because it's got a drop down joint. This one really does, not like the John Wick we just did. You can see, drop down joint there. That's what that's called if you didn't know. A little bit of a wiggle action in there. Double jointed knee is really good. No boot cut, but your leg doesn't move that way anyway, so I don't understand boot cuts. Hinge, like rocker here, kind of swivel at the foot, and you have a toe hinge. So really great articulation, which is what you'd want from a Spider-Man. Super awesome articulation. Probably the best articulated Spider-Man that we've seen. I really do like it, you know, in the modern era here. It's really nice. You get him in a lot of nice poses, so really, really cool. Definitely that is a plus here. For accessories, we have a ton of hands. First, we have these open hands. They're all done pretty good. Not going to get crazy with the details. They're good. Then you have some web holding hands. There's two of those somewhere. One for each side. Here's the other one. You have a couple of fist hands. And you got a couple of thwip hands. So there you go. Lots of hands there, and we're not done. We also have magnetized hands, and oh, they've all stuck together. Hands and feet. You got that, and that. As you can see, they work. We saw this also with the Homecoming Spidey. And probably other Spideys that they've done. That's the only other one I have. But it's pretty cool. And here's a little demo of the magnets as Spidey checks out my room. Moving along, we have this kind of folded up Spider-Man hand here. Hand? A mask. It looks okay. He could just hold it in his hand if you want. I don't want. We have a different style head here. I like this one. This is pretty cool. A little smaller, a little more classic than the big-eyed Spidey. It's a ball joint here, which is different from the other pegs. The other pegs are more like straight joints, you know, straight ahead. This looks really nice. I do dig how this looks. So this might have a space in my collection with this head as opposed to this head, which I would like to see more on the other upcoming Spidey. This looks really nice. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I like a lot. And we have a Peter Parker head. I don't know, guys. It's okay. I don't know which artist it's meant to evoke. Maybe, I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff, especially the Venom that's coming, is like kind of to evoke the McFarlane era, but Yeah, I don't know. Oof, when you really get this close, I really don't like it. Look how pixelated the eyes and eyebrows look. And the mouth. Wow, that is terrible. Granted, I do not see that in person, so let's move it back a little bit. And you don't see it that close even, which is bigger than actual. Hair's got some shading in it, and that's it. Then it's got a neck. It's all the way down to the neck, which I don't know why they did that. Why? I don't get it. So you can see a little neck, I guess. I don't love it, and I'm not a big fan of like popping out his neck. So, you know what? I don't love it. I'm not a big fan of popping out his neck. So, yeah, I can't even do it good. Oh, man. Oh, God. Whew. All right, so that's not a thing that's happening, guys. If you want to see this head on here, you're going to have to get it yourself or go check out a different review, and which there are plenty of because this guy's been around a long time. So, I don't like it anyway. It ain't so good. Spidey also comes with a Mafex stand, which I'm not going to take out of the bag. Same deal with the John Wick. I didn't take it out of the bag because it's all... this is the John Wick one. I didn't even want to take the tape off the other one. Lazing it out, guys. Sorry, it's the same exact stand, and I just don't need another stand open. Now we got a bunch of webbing. They're all done in white, which is okay. The sculpts are okay. Very similar to the ones we got with the Homecoming. This one has a little attachment for the stand, and you would do like the whip hand here. Put this up so it's kind of standing up so you could, you know, shoot it. It is what it is. It's cool, I guess. I mean, you know, the illusion doesn't really work to me. But, you know, it could set up some nice shots for you. So, yeah, not bad. We have a whip Spidey. No, this is like for holding. So I guess he would do this. I guess. I can't think of anything else. And I don't know what the directions are. Maybe this guy didn't come with directions. I don't know. But I was thinking this is like, you know, one of these deals. I'm guessing. That's what it looks like to me. It's okay. Lastly, we have a bunch of webs that would go around his wrist. So you would, let me just do one. Take out that, put in that, and then you put in the whip hand. Let's get the whip hand. Let's not laze out everything, guys. There we go. You would do that. I would swing around that way. And you could create one of these things that would probably work better like so. Like so. It won't work. But it's nice to have. For your size comparisons, here it is with the Mafex John Wick, Hellboy, Battle Cat, Lightning Collection Pink Ranger, Colossus, the Juggernaut Bear, Marvel Legends Venom. What's probably the previously best sculpt for the comics Spider-Man? That's the Pizza Spidey body, and this is the vintage carded one, which I think is much nicer. And finally, let's end off back at Mafex with the Homecoming Spidey, which is really nice, but a little small, right? Yeah, he's a little small. And my final thoughts, Sculpt is awesome, Articulation is awesome. You do get a lot of accessories, though I don't love all of them, honestly. I just, you know, it's shameful that it's not the one that I felt like we were meant to get. I mean, if you look at the packaging, it's more looking like what we're gonna be getting in the future. That color is more, you know, it's not that color. So that's a big deal. False advertising, bait and switch. I don't know. Maybe it was a production error, but they went to the production twice. And now they are, you know, gonna make it right. Whatevs. I'm gonna just keep going. I got it. You know, it's a nice sculpt. I did want to check it out, and I really wanted to get the Venom, and I don't want to wait for the other comic one to compare with that Venom. So, here we are. We've done this review. It is all done, and it's okay. The sculpt, again, is awesome, and the articulation is awesome. So, that's why I'm getting it again. It's going to be awesome when we get what we want. Yay! Stay tuned for the Venom review. Gonna try to get that out as soon as possible and give my thoughts on that one, because honestly that one is the one that I felt like I wanted even before I decided to get this Spidey. So there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. If you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Till next time, peace out, peeps.